So I just had this concept come to mind after listening to a podcast about spiritual awakening. It's actually called the Spiritual Awakening Podcast, and the concept was that the ego craves self-gratification, that the ego craves self-importance, right? So how in our lives do we do that? Meaning craving self-importance, right? As opposed to just trusting life and letting go, kind of just not being in such a state of needing to actually control the way that people see you, what they think, etc. Great example is right now I'm walking down the street. You can't see it in the frame of the camera, but several people just walk by me. Usually I would stop filming, but I didn't this time. So I was kind of I'm toying with the idea of just like letting go a little bit, doing things in a way that doesn't need to control how people see me, you know? And I think that's key. I think it's key to breaking out of the matrix, honestly. It's just this thing that people do in life where we need to, feel like we're in control, or, just these like basic kind of ego kind of survival mechanisms that kick in where we have to do things in a way that we feel is going to be safe, right? Where people are going to see us in a positive way. I just recently did a video where I was wearing a Rick and Morty shirt and a psychedelic hat, and I was talking about how people perceive you differently in different situations, right? Like now I'm taking a walk in the same place right before I go to work for the day, and I really feel like that's going to be a big hurdle for me in my life, is just being able to let go. A lot of times I feel like I'm super zen, I meditate, I do a lot of things where I'm just kind of like super chill, but then other times I realize that I'm still clinging, I'm still hanging on to this need to, just to belong, right? What's better than belonging is living and being a true, authentic expression of yourself. Check out this tree, man. Looks like my hair. Peace.